we are looking at finding roots, and this is a great example of one. It says find the 4 roots of 8 minus 8 root of 3. So the first thing you do is you say, oh, this is x plus yi. X is 8. What's y equal to? Negative 8 root of 3. Good. So now we can find r. R is the square root of x squared plus y squared. R is the square root of 64 plus 64 times 3, which, by the way, is 64 times 4. And what's the square root of 64? 8. And what's the square root of 4? 2. So it should be 16. Or you can use your calculator and get 16. Theta is the inverse tangent of y over x. And y in this case is negative 8 square root of 3 all over 8. In IB, you'd be asked to know this without a calculator. What's the inverse tangent of the square root of 3? Well, just wait. What's the inverse tangent of the square root of 3? Pi over 3. That's the big one, 60. So then we got to look at this. Which quadrant are we in if we go over 8 and down 8 root of 3? Which quadrant are we going to be in? 4. So this theta, all we're going to have to do is say negative pi over 3. Okay, does that ever make me happy? Love it. So the first step is to convert to cis form. I think, are you getting better at these? Okay, once you've got this, now you're ready to the next step. So z to the 4th is going to be 16 cis. Now put parentheses, negative pi over 3. But don't stop at pi over 3. We're going to add 2 pi k. Remember that from last week? Emily, this is to get those wrapping functions, to get all the values. We're going to have 4 roots because it's z to the 4th. So this plus 2 pi k will help us find the other ones. This is, did I give you the, what did I call it? The secret step? The secret step is to go 16 cis negative pi plus 6 pi k over 3. That's my secret step. That way you get a common denominator. Now we're ready to do the root. Now this is to the 4th. What can we do to find z? Take the 1/4 root. So then this will be 16 to the 1/4 and cis negative pi plus 6 pi k over 3 to the 1/4. So the 4th root of z, or z to the 4th to the 1/4 is z. 4th root of 16 is 2 cis. And then this is going to be negative pi plus 6 pi k over what when we use DeMov? 12. Great. So here's my formula for finding the 4 roots. You're going to have z0, z1, z2, and z3. We won't have a z4 because then it'll just wrap and be z0 again. So k is 0, k is 1, k is 2, k is 3. Everything going okay? I like these. These are kind of cool. So then you're going to put a 0 in, 2 cis 0 plus, this will be negative pi plus 0 over 12. Then the next one will be 2 cis. Now you have a 1 times 6 pi. 6 pi minus pi is 5 pi over 12. Now you're going to put a 2, so that'll be 12 pi. 2 cis 12 pi minus 1 is 11 pi over 12. And then we have one more, 2 cis 18, 17 pi over 12. Now, all of these answers are great, except for one. Do you see which one it is? The last one, because it's bigger than pi. All of the answers need to be between negative pi and pi. That's the domain that we have. So all you have to do is take 17 pi over 12 and subtract 2 pi, which is the same as 24 pi over 12. And 17 minus 24 is negative, what, 7? Yeah. Look at that. No muss, no fuss. Negative 7 pi. These are all the answers in cis form. You found all the 4 roots. Now look at those on the graph though. 2 cis negative pi over 12. So let me just show you what it looks like here. So 2 cis negative pi over 12 is going to be about like this. And then 5 pi over 12 is going to be somewhere about like this. And then what was the other one? 11 pi over 12 is going to be here. And then the negative 7 pi over 12 is here. What do you notice about all of these? Yeah, they kind of form a perfect square tilted, don't they? So those are the 4 roots of 8 minus 8 root of 3i.